Dude, you know what's fucking dope? I feel like we've banned so many trolls that, like, I shouldn't say this because I feel like usually we just get more whenever I mention it, but I feel like we've banned so many trolls that there aren't really that many trolls anymore. Oh, he's coming! It's Brandon! It's Brandon! Here's the outbreak now!
Madam Speaker, the President of the United States.
Pog, pog, pog! It's Brandon! Pog! All it takes is for one motherfucker to have COVID and this country is over. All it takes is for one motherfucker to have COVID and it's done. Brandon is gone. Kamala Harris's plan is in action, okay? Brandon is already fatigued. It's way past his bedtime. You know Brandon's like, where am I, Jack? They gave me that good kind of adrenochrome. Kind that makes me feel like we're back in segregation time with the good old boys. Back when I said forced busing and forced segregation would be bad.
Privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
If the conservatives do not start a Let's Go Brandon chant, they're a bunch of pussies. Why do you vote for them? There's like 50,000 people in here. I know there's some conservatives in here. Why do you vote for them?
Members of Congress.
Oh shit.
I have the high privilege.
Oops, sorry. Why would you vote for Brandon?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Why would you vote for Brandon? I mean, why would you vote for a conservative if they can't even get a Let's Go Brandon chant going?
Thank you all very much.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Thank you, General. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you. Please. Thank you so much. Madam Speaker, Madam Vice President, our First Lady and Second Gentleman, members of Congress and the Cabinet, Justice of the Supreme Court, my fellow Americans. Last year, COVID-19 kept us apart. This year, we're finally together again. Tonight,
I wonder if they'll talk about Juan Guaido again.
Tonight, we meet as Democrats, Republicans, and Independents, but most importantly, as Americans.
Oh, he said
to
it!
one another, to America, to the American people, to the Constitution.
So good. Oh, shit.
And an unwavering resolve that freedom will always triumph over tyranny.
Woo!
Thank you.
That's my Brandon, dude. That's my Brandon.
Six days ago, Russia's Vladimir Putin sought to shake the very foundations of the free world, thinking he could make it bend to his menacing ways. But he badly
And only we get to do that, Jack.
He thought he could roll into Ukraine and the world would roll over.
Yes,
Instead, he met with a wall of strength he never anticipated or imagined. He met the Ukrainian people. And President Zelensky, to every Ukrainian, their fearlessness, their courage, their determination literally inspires the world. Groups of citizens blocking tanks with their bodies. Everyone from students to retirees to teachers turned soldiers defending their homeland. And in this struggle, President Zelensky said in his speech to the European Parliament, "Light will win over darkness." The Ukrainian ambassador to the United States is here tonight, sitting with the First Lady. Let each of us, if you're able to stand and send an unmistakable signal to the world of Ukraine. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bro, this shit is so... Dude, while this is happening, like, Russia is literally fucking carpet bombing. Okay, maybe not carpet bombing, but, like, bombing the living fuck out of Kharkiv and Kyiv. And Americans are like, yeah, we stand with you, motherfucker. Let's go. Die. Die out there for us, all right, Jack? Let's do it. Look alive.
Not a conspiracy.
We, the United States of America, stand with
These
the
people
Ukrainian
do
people.
not care about your safety or security,
Learn this
okay?
lesson. When dictators do not pay
They don't even
the
care
price
about our safety and security. They won't even give us fucking health care.
They keep moving. And the cost, the threats to America and America to the world keeps rising. That's why the NATO alliance was created, to secure peace and stability in Europe after World War II.
What can the U.S. offer of value right now?
States is a
Literally
member,
nothing,
along with
except
29 other
for
nations.
immediate fucking
American
ceasefire
diplomacy
talks
matters.
instituted,
American
concessions
resolve
given
matters. Putin's latest attack on
to
Ukraine
Russia
was
on behalf of Ukraine.
premeditated and totally unprovoked. He rejected
Energy
repeated
sanctions is another
repeated
one
efforts
if you want
at
to
diplomacy.
continue the aggro
He
behavior.
thought the West and NATO wouldn't respond. He thought he could divide us at home in this chamber, in this nation. He thought he could divide us in Europe as well. But Putin was wrong. We are ready. We are united, and that's what we did. We stayed united. We prepared
Is his eye
extensively and
bleeding?
carefully. We spent months building coalitions of other freedom-loving nations in Europe and the Americas, from America to the Asian and African continents, to confront Putin. Like many of you, I spent countless hours unifying our European allies. We shared with the world in advance what we knew Putin was planning.
Brandon is way past his
Precisely how
bedtime.
he tried to falsify
Straight up.
and justify his aggression. We countered Russia's lies with the truth. And now that he's acted, the free world is holding him accountable.
Let's go, Brandon.
Along with 27 members of the European Union, including France, Germany, Italy, as well as countries like the United Kingdom, Canada, Japan, Korea, Australia, New Zealand, and many others, even Switzerland, are inflicting pain on
Even
Russia
Switzerland.
and supporting the people
And
of
those
Ukraine.
guys were
Putin is
neutral with the
now isolated
Nazis.
from the world more than he has ever been. Together,
Look alive, Jack.
together, Together, along with our allies, we are right now enforcing powerful economic sanctions. We're cutting off Russia's largest banks from the international financial system, preventing Russia's central bank from defending the Russian ruble, making Putin's $630 billion war fund worthless. We're choking Russia's access. We're choking Russia's access to technology that will sap its economic strength and weaken its military for years to come. Tonight, I say to the Russian oligarchs and the corrupt leaders who bilked billions of dollars off this violent regime, no more. The United States, I mean it. The United States Department of Justice is assembling a dedicated task force to go after the crimes of the Russian oligarchs. We're joining with European allies to find and seize their yachts, their luxury apartments, their private jets.
I mean, that's pretty
We're
tight.
coming for you,
That is pretty tight. Like, could you imagine we did that for the American oligarchs for the crime of invading Iraq, though? That'd be so sick. I do agree with that behavior, though. We should do more of that.
Based on their economy.
More of that, Jack.
He has
Look
no
alive.
idea what's coming. We used to invest almost 2% of our GDP in research and development. We don't now. China is. Let me give you one example.
He's
why
right
it's so
about that.
important
That's
to
not
pass.
wrong.
If you travel
I
20
mean,
miles east of Columbus,
Republicans
Ohio,
are not going to pass shit,
you'll
but
find 1,000 empty acres of land. It won't look like much, but if you stop and look closely, you'll see a field of dreams, the ground on which America's future will be built. That's where Intel, the American company that helped build Silicon Valley, is going to build a $20 billion semiconductor megasite, up to 8 state-of-the-art factories in one place, 10,000 new jobs. And in those factories, the average job about $135,000 a year.
Less than 3.
Some of the most sophisticated manufacturing in the world to make computer chips the size of a fingertip that power the world in everyday lives, from smartphones, technology to the internet, technology that's yet to be invented. But that's just the beginning. Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger, who was here tonight, I don't know where Pat is. Pat, there you go, Pat, stand up.
Wait, what?
Pat.
I love when we say shit like, dude, China's billionaires and their oligarchs are a part of the Communist Party. That's crazy. Or we talk about Russian oligarchs. And then you literally have the fucking CEO of Intel sitting at the State of the Union.
Billion. That would be the biggest investment in manufacturing in American history. I was a single dad for 5 years, raising 2 kids. I had a lot of help, though. I had a mom, a dad, a brother, and a sister that really helped. But middle class and working folks shouldn't have to pay more than 7% of their income to care for the young children. My plan would cut the cost of child care in half for most families and help parents, including millions of women who left the workforce during the pandemic because they couldn't afford child care, to be able to get back to work.
Who's gonna do all this, bro?
Generating economic growth. But my plan doesn't stop there. It also includes home and long-term care, more affordable housing, pre-K for 3- and 4-year-olds. All these will lower costs to families. And under my plan, nobody, let me say this again, nobody earning less than $400,000 a year will pay an additional penny in new taxes. Not a single penny. I may be wrong, but my guess is if we took a secret ballot in this floor, that we'd all agree that the present tax system ain't fair. We have to fix it. I'm not looking to punish anybody, but let's make corporations and wealthy Americans start paying their fair share. Look, last year,
I don't know how he's gonna do that.
Chris Coons and
you
Tom
motherfuckers
Carper.
clap, but like none of you are gonna do it. You just fucking pieces of shit. When push comes to shove, it's like down to like 3 people, okay? It's down to 1 person even. The majority, the margins are too slim, Jack.
And I still won 36 years in a row. The point is, even they understand.
I want to know what the Intel CEO had to do about that. Was he clapping?
Last year, 55 of the Fortune 500 companies earned $40 billion in profit and paid 0 in federal taxes. Now look, it's not fair. That's why I propose.
Who are they booing? You are all of you geriatric fucks have been in government for a very long time. You are responsible. What the fuck?
I was able to be somewhat helpful. 130 countries
Who are you
agree on a
booing?
global minimum tax rate. So companies can't get out of paying their taxes at home by shipping jobs and factories overseas.
Bro, Brandon personally negotiated with Mitch McConnell, sidestepped making a tax cut for the wealthy straight up permanent under the Obama administration. Like, that's the guy we're talking about. Maybe he's changed, you know what I mean? He's probably, you know, he grew. He learned and he grew from that experience, okay? But it's so wild that these people are just like, they're pandering. They're talking about this thing that they want to do that they don't want to do when they had the opportunity to do it. The Obama administration took tax cuts that were sunsetting for the wealthy and made it permanent.
Nominees for the Federal Reserve, which plays a critical role in fighting inflation. My plan will not only lower costs and give families a fair shot, it will lower the deficit. The previous administration not only—
I wish you'd just be like, listen, if you're trading and if your loved one is trading in Congress while you're in Congress, Jack, I'll beat the shit out of you personally. That's what I want. I want like progressive legislation of that sort.
And invest in what Jill Our First Lady, who teaches full-time, calls America's best-kept secret community colleges. Look, let's pass the PRO Act. When a majority of workers want to form a union, they shouldn't be able to be stopped.
Not a single one of these motherfuckers is down for this, dude. There's like 8 people in there that are legitimately down for that, and then the rest is like just aching, hoping that fucking Kyrsten Sinema tanks yet another bill, okay? That's the reality. Literally, I mean, the Republicans don't care because they're fucking monsters. They don't even give a shit. They're not even gonna fucking clap. But the rest of the Democratic Party is just like, oh my God, I hope Kyrsten Sinema girl bosses the living titties out of this again. Oh my God, it's gonna be so sick. I don't even have to do anything. I just have to sit back and be like, oh no, I guess we can't do this over and over again.
Because of your resilience and the tools that we have been provided.
I mean, there are so many clapping. You are wrong.
Tonight I can say,
yeah, bro, because when you clap, that's the equivalent of actually passing legislation, dude. That's actually accomplishing Brandon's legislative agenda. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just so fatigued from this bullshit that I just don't give a fuck because I haven't seen any of this. But like, if that was the case, your mom would be the president right now because I clap her ass every fucking night, okay?
Most of the country can now
Sorry.
go mask-free.
I shouldn't say that. This is a serious time.
And based on projection, more of the country will reach a point across the
More
next
serious
couple of
time,
weeks.
and you didn't deserve
Thanks
to be
the progress
terminated
we
like
made in
that.
the past year, COVID-19 no longer need control our lives. First, stay protected with vaccines.
Why is a
treatments.
person who like openly went to a fucking white supremacist conference this week at the fucking State of the Union? Like literally, by the way, I wish we could denazify the American Congress and the American military and the American police force and just denazify America in general. That would be fucking sick.
When they do, we're already...
Straight up, that woman, Marjorie Titan Green, was at a white supremacist conference hosted by an actual fucking Nazi like 5 days ago. Well, I mean, speaking of white supremacists, I mean, he got shot in the butt, but let's not fucking forget that this man right here once famously said, I'm David Duke without the baggage.
Pills this month and more than double that next month. And now we're launching...
Apologize for it later, of course, but come on.
So people can get tested at a pharmacy.
Literally, that guy.
Positive, receive the antiviral pills on the spot at no cost.
Heritage not hate, brother.
If you're immunocompromised or have some other vulnerability, we have treatments.
No, you're kidding? No, I'm not kidding.
We're leaving no one
I'm
behind.
dead serious.
We're ignoring anyone's needs as we move forward. On testing, we've made hundreds of millions of tests available, and you can order them
That guy
for
that
free
they
to
show
your
with the
doorstep.
mask, well, I forget his fucking name. He pooped his pants one time famously. Nadler, right?
I'm announcing you
Literally
can order
shit himself
another
on camera one time.
test. Go to covidtest.gov.
These are the people
Starting
running our
next week,
fucking
and you can get
country.
more tests. Second, we must prepare for new variants. Over the past, we've gotten much better at detecting new variants. If necessary, we'll
Don't be
able to
ableist.
develop
Oh, I'm
new vaccines in 100
100%.
days.
I'm the most ableist
Maybe
motherfucker
months
when it
or
comes to
years.
politicians.
And if Congress
Straight
provides
up.
the funds we need, we'll have new stockpiles of tests, masks, pills ready if needed.
There's 2 areas where
I
you
can't
can be
promise a new
ableist.
variant won't
Obviously
come,
not about
but I
like, you know,
can
physical
promise you
disabilities, but
we'll
like
do
mental
everything within our
disabilities.
power to be ready
Politicians
if it
and
does.
driving.
It's my 6
Third.
month anniversary, so keep up the good work.
You fucking kidding me? Yeah,
We
if
can
you're
end the
blind, you
shutdown
can't
of
drive.
schools and
Sorry. If
businesses.
you're fucking,
We have
if
the
your
tools
brain
we
is not
need.
working because you're 800
It's
years
time for
old,
America to
not
get
a
back to
politician
work and
anymore.
fill our
Not
great
allowed.
downtowns again with people working
I'm
from
ageist,
home
I'm
can feel
ableist.
safe and begin to return to their offices.
Says the Porsche
We're
owner.
doing
What
that
the
here
fuck
in the
does
federal
that mean?
government.
That's not even a
The vast
diss.
majority of federal workers
What is
will
that?
once again work in person. Our schools
What is
are
that?
open.
Yeah, I own a
Let's
Porsche,
keep it that
dumbass.
way.
What do you
Our
want?
kids need to be in school.
What a weird fucking take.
With 75% of adult Americans fully vaccinated.
No other planet, like no other ideology dictates that the haters tell the person over and over again how fucking successful he is. Is very odd.
and move.
Dude, you're so fucking hot, dude. You live in a nice house, I bet. You have a fucking nice car. Fuck you, dude. You fucking piece of shit.
Both Dominican Americans who grew up in the same streets that they later chose to patrol as police officers.
For the record, what he's doing right here is exactly the same that Donald Trump would do.
We're forever in debt for their sacrifices. And we'll carry
The only
on their
difference is
mission
Donald
to
Trump would be
restore
like,
the trust and
Democrats want to
safety
kill
every community
cops,
deserves.
and that's it. But he would also
some of
use
you
an
who've been
anecdote
around for a while,
of police officers
I've worked
fucking
with you
dying in the line of
musicians for a
duty
long time.
to justify giving more funds to
know
the
it
police
works.
force. Every
Investigating
president
crime
does this.
prevention
It's
and community
propaganda.
policing,
It's
cops
just
who walk
terrible.
the beat, who know the neighborhood, and who can restore trust and safety. Let's not abandon our streets or choose between safety and equal justice. Let's come together and protect our
The reason why I
communities,
say this is
restore
because it's
trust,
like what
and
happened to
hold
those
law
two officers is
enforcement
awful.
accountable. That's why the
It's
Justice
horrible,
Department has
but it's
required
also
body
far from
cameras,
common.
banned chokeholds, and restricted no-knocks warrants for its officers.
They love
That's why the
using
American Rescue
anecdotes
Plan
to
that you all provided
paint a narrative.
$350 billion. That
Is it though?
cities,
Yes.
states,
You
and
know what
counties
fucking
can
kills
use.
cops, dude? You want to know what the #1 killer of cops is in this country? You might have guessed it. It's called COVID, motherfucker. That's right. COVID kills cops. #1 cop killer, COVID.
Proven strategies like community violence interruption, trusted messengers, breaking the cycle of violence and trauma, and giving young people
Like
some
by
hope.
far, not even a
We should
margin.
all agree the answer is not to defund the police. It's to fund the police. Fund them. Fund them. Fund them with
We never even got to defund the fucking police, and defunding the police was about like reappropriating some of those funds to social workers and the material conditions in which crime manifests. And they cried about it over and over again, and then justified being lazy by saying, "Oh, we never got the funding. You defunded the police. That's why I won't solve crimes now, motherfucker. You weren't solving crimes last year either, okay? And your funds never even went away." But of course, the fucking local news psychopaths and mainstream media as well went along with this narrative that like everyone was fucking dying in the streets because cops were not funded enough, and that's why America is a further reactionary state than it was before, year over fucking year, dude. Let's go, Brandon. We've been funding. We've never defunded the police. That never happened.
High-capacity magazines hold up 100 rounds. You think the deer are wearing Kevlar vests? Look, repeal the liability shield. It makes gun manufacturers the only industry in America that can't be sued. The only one. Imagine had we done that with the tobacco manufacturers. These laws don't infringe on the Second Amendment. They save lives. The most fundamental right in America is the right to vote.
You know they're probably
and have it
tweeting.
counted.
You know this
look-
dumbass is tweeting right now. What about the vaccine manufacturers? They have a liability shield.
Laws have been passed. Not only to suppress the vote, we've been there before, but to subvert the entire election. We can't let this happen. Tonight I call on the Senate to pass the Freedom to Vote Act, pass the John Lewis Act, Voting Rights Act.
I'm giving
while
them
you're at it-
ideas.
Pass the Disclose Act so Americans know who's funding our election.
They're watching me right now.
Tonight, folks, if we're to advance liberty and justice, we need to secure our border and fix the
Laura
immigration
Boebert
system.
is a bioweapon inside of the State of the Union, boys. Lauren Boebert is a fucking bioweapon inside of the State of the Union. Trigger warning, Ted Cruz. He said we need to secure our borders and fix our immigration system.
And as you might guess, I think we can
And then
do
motherfuckers say America's not
at our
bipartisan.
border. We've installed new technology like cutting-edge scanners to better detect
Someone
drug
yell,
smuggling.
build that wall.
We've set up joint patrols with Mexico and Guatemala to catch more human traffickers. And our troops in Iraq and Afghanistan have faced many dangers.
Milwaukee.
One being stationed at bases breathing in toxic smoke from burn pits. Many of you have been there. I've been in and out of Iraq.
Bro, this
and
shit is
Afghanistan
so
over
whack that like
40
we don't even
times.
our
These
our
burn pits
Department of
that
Defense
incinerate
like
waste.
just regularly literally just lied and didn't even offer the financial restitution and healthcare services to those fucking vets who were just sucking on toxic fumes from burn pits.
Headaches, numbness, dizziness.
It's crazy. It's like literally the fucking bare minimum, dude. There's not even the fact that this needs to be discussed as a talking point at the State of the Union shows wholeheartedly that America is just such a fucking failure of a goddamn state.
One of those soldiers was my son, Major Boebert. I don't know for sure if the burn pit that he lived near, that his hooch was near, in Iraq and earlier than that in Kosovo, is the cause of his brain cancer, the disease of so many other troops. But I am committed to find out everything we can, committed to military families like Danielle Robinson from Ohio.
Yeah.
The widow of
that took fucking years. Meanwhile, as Nice Bathroom points out, Havana syndrome, a completely made up fucking disease, okay, that makes CIA operatives and spooks get poopy and diarrhea after doing State Department shit in, like, you know, overseas. That got, you know, millions of dollars of funding secured. Obviously, there are way more veterans that have cancer than fucking this made up fucking disease, but still.
The VA is pioneering new ways of linking toxic exposure to disease, already helping more veterans get benefits. And tonight, I'm announcing we're expanding eligibility to veterans suffering from 9 respiratory cancers. I'm also calling on Congress to pass a law to make sure veterans devastated by toxic exposure in Iraq and Afghanistan finally get the benefits and the
Never forget the fucking Zadroga bill, dude. Never forget that they literally refused to fucking pay for the health care of 9/11 first responders. So, you know, that's the kind of country this is, okay? So remember, finally, like after so many of them probably fucking died of cancer.
Let's end cancer as we know it. This is personal.
Scumbags, all of them. Like all these motherfuckers that are clapping right now or have been a part of many congressional caucuses that could have done something 10 years ago and didn't.
This is personal to me and to Jill and to Kamala and so many of you. So many of you have lost someone you love. Husband, wife, son, daughter, mom, dad. Cancer is the #2 cause of death in America, second only to heart disease. Last month, I announced the plan to supercharge the cancer moonshot that President Obama asked me to lead 6 years ago. Our goal is to cut cancer death rates by at least 50% over the next 25 years. And I think we can do better than that.
Why is Debbie Wasserman Schultz there?
From death sentences in.
Why does she still need to be a part of the Democratic Party apparatus? Like, why do we just have like the biggest fucking losers that we keep elevating into positions of prominence and power for no fucking reason whatsoever? Other than the fact that they've like stuck around and they were good fundraisers. They know like some rich people.
Pattern after DARPA in the Defense Department. Projects that led in DARPA.
Wait, Debbie Wasserman Schultz is a representative now?
And so much more.
Oh my God. Oh, I didn't even know that. I'm so fucking stupid.
More clarity. ARPA will have a
oh my
singular
God,
purpose
she's a fucking
to drive breakthroughs in.
Representative Lauren Boebert gets booed after shouting while President Biden talks about his dead son, Beau Biden.
A cancer that would put them in a flag draped coffin. I know. One of those.
What'd she say?
I know.
Oh, 13, the 13 soldiers that died, that literally no one gives a fuck about now, by the way, which is crazy. Remember when we had like, is it a reference to the 13, the 13 in Afghanistan that died? That's it, right? That's what it's a reference to, right? When we were pulling out, I thought she said, "You're a cheater." No. Imagine that just a few years ago, you were answering police questions about the second shooting at your gun-themed restaurant in Colorado, and now you're listening to the president give a State of the Union address in person, and you're able to butt in with that exact same fucking wine mom energy and say, 13 of them. That's right. That's the Lauren Boebert success story from rags to riches. Just kidding. She was never really poor, but how fucking great is that, dude? How wonderful. The American dream, baby. No matter how big of a fucking dumbass you are, no matter how much of a fucking dumbass, the dumber you are, the better it is, by the way. The dumber you are, the higher the likelihood that you will actually win your election. You will win a position of power in American Congress. Didn't she fuck the pool boy? Did she? I didn't know. All right, let's see what ABC News has to say about all this.
They hope to have her confirmed by Easter. We thought earlier that perhaps the president would get down that aisle.
Fun fact, while I have 77,000 of you in here, Lauren Boebert's husband famously flashed his cock at a bunch of underage women, including Lauren Boebert, at a bowling alley. That's right. Lauren Boebert was underage, I believe, allegedly. Maybe Lauren Boebert was not underage in that group, but definitely, that definitely happened. He definitely flashed his dick to a bunch of underage women. That's why he has a sex crime charge. So, you know, that's, she liked what she saw, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's a thing. Yep, Lauren Boebert was 17. Okay. It was a music festival. She was underage. No, are you sure it was a music festival? I think it was a bowling alley. Okay. Lauren Boebert apparently refused to fucking... Apparently she refused to get tested for COVID when she got there.
Because...
Bro, what a freak, dude. She's such a fucking annoying little shitbird. Oh my God. Like, you have... Like, it's hard to be the most annoying, awful person in a room full of actual fucking people who have contributed to war crimes, have been responsible personally for so much destruction of the American working class, of labor unions. Like, these are the people who make money, or rather, gain a position of prominence by telling you, oh, sorry, I can't just get you to I can't get you healthcare. These are the people that say shit like that. And yet Lauren Boebert somehow still takes the cake. Wild to me. Because she's all that, and she's dumb as fuck, and she's incredibly fucking annoying. Biggest crime of all, of course, is that she's incredibly fucking annoying.
Hey everyone, the State of the Union is over, and we no longer have to socially distance because science. You know, they wanted us all spaced out all throughout the house. Well, political science has won again. Hey everyone, the State of the Union is over, and we no longer have to socially distance because science. You know, they wanted us all spaced out all throughout the house. Well, political science has won again.
Might be an incest baby. Makes sense. Every word you heard from Joe Biden was a lie. We expected bad, but SOTU is worse. You find it funny everyone is shaking hands and chatting, no one talking to her? Yeah, everyone probably despises her because she fucking sucks. She's just awful.
Over here. Let's go, Brandon.
Praise. No, I would not hate fuck Lauren Boebert, okay? She sucks. Stop. Stop saying she's kind of bad, though. She's not even remotely bad. Please stop. Joe Biden wants us to tackle mental health. I agree. We must start with the presidency. Bro, you don't want... If that's what you think Joe Biden means by mental health, like, you are going to get lobotomized, okay? Marjorie Taylor Greene, holy shit. At least Joe Biden had, like, a working fucking brain for most of his life, okay? His excuse is age. What's your fucking excuse, dude? Yeah, we should bring back lobotomies, starting with Marjorie Titan Greene, okay? Literally a screeching fucking Attack on Titan style demon.
State of this union.
Who, once again, and I cannot repeat this enough, was at a white supremacist conference held by a white supremacist like 4 days ago. God, we are such a joke of a fucking nation, dude. Also yelled, build the wall. Oh, someone did yell, build the wall.
If we're to advance liberty and justice, We need to secure our border and fix the immigration system.
Check. UL made only
I heard that too. Oh God, ew, gross. Ted Cruz, ew, gross, gross.
It's sad that it took this long and something so terrible for people around the world to see how grave the danger was. What about?
Oh, you guys want to see Jerry Nadler poop his pants? Watch. Okay, the fucking audio is fake, but watch. God damn it! I wish the audio wasn't there. Fuck, the audio ruins it. It's too suggestive.
Brandon Strong.
Here, I shut off the audio so you understand. He absolutely pooped his pants.
For politics.
Oh, that's so good. Okay.
Hey, the video is over now. But if you enjoyed that, why don't you like, comment, and subscribe? And if you want to see more of that, just go, well, YouTube's got it around here somewhere.